So let's continue working with this example. I'm gonna console log the results. We can see something. Console log result and open the project. We're gonna select any currency is going to be fine, any cryptocurrency is going to work. Click here and you can see, for example, that this REST API is going to provide some extra information. For example, we have this percent. So in the last hour, you can see we have this result. In the last 7 days, this is the result. And in the last day, we have this result. So we can add this into our report, into the result. So we're gonna add a paragraph and we're gonna add last hour like this, close the paragraph. And we're gonna open the curly braces. We're gonna use result and a dot. And we're gonna use, and the last hour is going to be this one, this key. Paste this right here. So we're gonna make 2 more copies of this, copy and paste 2 times. The second one is going to be, for example, the last day. So last day is going to be this one, 24 hours. And the last one is going to be last 7 days. So it's going to be this one. And you can see they also provide some ranking and other stuff, so you can use that. We're gonna save this and let's make a test. Select USD, and any cryptocurrency is going to work. Get valuation, and you can see we have result, and we have the price of Ripple from USD is this one, and then we have the percentage. Here you can add, for example, percentage like this. And let's make another test. And we're gonna USD, Ethereum, get valuation, and you can see we have the percents right here. So this is working fine. And next we're gonna create an spinner. So right here, before we close the class with the UI, the class name UI, we're gonna create a method, prints the spinner. We're gonna call this one show spinner. And we're gonna create a const. It's going to be a spinner GIF is going to be equals to document and a dot, create element, and we're gonna create an image. Then we're gonna use this spinner GIF and we're gonna add src. It's going to be equals, here on the project img you will find this spinner, something really simple, and we're gonna add img dash spinner dot gif. Then we're gonna add document.query selector, and if you open the index, we have a div with the class spinner. So here is where we are going to insert this spinner, and we're gonna add append child, and we're gonna add a spinner gif. So we need to call this method from here. So it's called show spinner, and maybe right here we can print the spinner. Print the spinner, and we're gonna execute this using show, and this show spinner. So this is going to insert the spinner, and we need to add, for example, a set timeout right here. So we're gonna add a set timeout, and after 3 seconds we're gonna print the HTML template that we have here. So we're gonna print this, and we're gonna hide the spinner. So we're gonna add a comment. After 3 seconds, print the result and remove the spinner. So we're gonna add print the result, and right here I'm gonna add a second comment, hide the spinner, hide spinner. So we're gonna use document.query selector, and we're gonna use spinner, which is the name of the class. If you open the index.html, copy this, and then we're gonna add img, and we're gonna remove the image like this. Right here you can see I forgot to add the arrow function. So save this and open the project, and you can see there are no errors. So I'm gonna close this. So select euro, and we're gonna select Bitcoin, get valuation. You can see we have the spinner like this, and then it's going to hide and it's going to print the results. Change this to another one, Ethereum, get valuation, and you can see that we need to remove this previous result. So if we inspect this, you can see that this is a div that is inside. I'm gonna inspect this. This is a div that is inside the result. So here on the top, we're gonna remove the previous result. We're gonna add const prep result. It's going to be equals to document query selector, and we're gonna select the result, and we're gonna select only the first div, and we're gonna add if, because maybe there is no result already. We're gonna add an if statement, so we're gonna add if prep result. In case that there is something, we're gonna add prep result, and we're gonna add dot remove like this. So this is going to remove the result in case that there is a result or a previous result. USD, Bitcoin, get valuation. You can see we have the spinner, and then it's going to print the result. If you open Ethereum, get valuation, this is going to remove the previous result. It's going to show the spinner, and then it's going to print this new result. So with this, we finished this project, and you can see it was a more complex project. We put everything together that we have learned so far in this course: classes, fetch API, async await, promises, scripting, and a lot of things. So hopefully you have liked this project. In the next chapter, we're gonna continue working. We're gonna develop a new project using the Eventbrite API.